Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for other motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open, it's just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Yo, my brother, let me ask you something that you've probably never really thought about. Like, yo, you eat every day, right? I'm pretty sure you do. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, every single day, right? Like you feed your body every single day without even thinking about it. We all do. It's fucking human nature, right? So here's the real question. Why don't you then move your body every single day too? Because here's the truth. Your body was built for movement, bro. And so when you start moving your body every single day, everything around you fucking changes. Everything about you changes. Straight up. See, there was a time, bro, when I treated my workouts like the majority of people out there do. And I will say the majority because you go around and you ask people, and this is the majority of people because I was like that. Yeah, like working out 3 days a week if I felt motivated. Maybe 4 if I was really on my game that week, right? But then I made one simple shift. I remember this shit too. One simple shift. I decided that movement would happen every single fucking day. Not always hardcore though, and this is why when I talk about this, people are like, oh my God, you're gonna work out every single day and you haven't had a day off for 650 fucking days. And yeah, I haven't had a fucking day off for 650 days, but it's not about going hardcore. It's not about always going hardcore every single day. Some days it's a fucking brutal ass workout, and I try to actually do a brutal ass workout most days. But then some days it's a simple walk. You see, the thing is that when I got into this mindset, when I started adopting these new habits, when I started transforming into the man that I am today, it all started with me just going on a simple walk. Like I remember, I would fucking fight physical fitness. I would fight getting in shape. I would fight. It's like, no, I'm skinny. I'll go ride, and that's how I do my exercise. You don't know how much I fought that. And so for me, when I started my physical journey, I would say, I just started walking. You know? We measured out 1 lap around my neighborhood is 3.1 miles. And so we just started doing 1 lap every night. And that's how our exercise journey began. Right? And so when I say that the simple truth is that no 0 days, no days off, I'm here telling you, I'm being transparent with you that, yo, this is the small shift that has made one of the biggest impacts in my life. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I'm in the best fucking shape of my life today. I'm in the best shape of my life in the oldest I've ever been. I'm fucking 40 and I'm feeling more alive, more thriving, stronger, better than I did in my fucking 20s. Double the age. How does that even make sense? When I talk and I look at the majority of people out there that don't work out every day, that don't prioritize themselves, that don't work on their mind, their body, their spirit. They're like all the other 40-year-olds and like, oh my God, all this thing. And then when I start talking, they're like, yo, but what are you some Superman? I was like, no, I'm just like you. I just show up every single fucking day. When I changed my identity around that and said, oh, I have to do it every day. At the beginning it was I have to, and now it's I get to. And so the whole point of this whole thing of daily movement is that it builds momentum. You do it every day and you transform your identity from, oh, I have to do this every day to, this is just what I fucking do every single day. You see, the biggest enemy of fitness isn't laziness, my brother. The biggest enemy, and I can tell you from experience because I had so many roller coaster rides up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, is inconsistency. You see, when you skip days, the momentum dies. But when you move daily, when you move every single day, your brain literally starts seeing movement as part of your new identity. And that is the shift. That is the transformation. That is what this is all about me going and doing this 1,000-day journey. So I'm like 650 plus days already in. That is the whole point of this. to transform my identity into a man who this is what he does. And so instead of thinking, I have to work out today, you start thinking, this is just what I fucking do. It's just like brushing your teeth. It's just like eating. Movement becomes automatic. And when your habits become automatic, woo, my brother, consistency becomes effortless. And then people start looking around you like, yo, you're looking good. Oh, you're on fire. And you're just like, yeah, it's just another fucking day. Thank you. It's just how I operate now. And then the funny thing is you tell that to people and they're like, oh my God, oh, this and that. But yo, do the fucking work. It's just that simple. When I realized that, and I had this fucking ego problem and I had to put it in front of me and I had to go and smash my face in because I had this ego problem that I just didn't want to face the truth. Is that I didn't want to go do the fucking work. And when I realized that I was the problem and I just needed to go do the fucking work and put my ego aside, things started to change. See, not every day needs to be hardcore. And that is the fucking shift that you need to think about. That is the shift that you need to make. That is the shift that I made in order to transform, to transcend my mindset, my thinking, and how I perform and how I show up every single day. The biggest mistake is for you to think that, yo, well, I gotta tell you because this is how I used to think. And when I tell other people like, oh, no, they're like, no, but I know because this is, if I can't go hard, it's not worth doing it. And I know so many of my boys that do the same shit. And I could talk to my brother, I could talk to all these people that they go hard and they're like, yo, nah, if I'm not going hard, I just don't feel like doing it. It's just not worth doing it. It's not worth my time. But that is the problem right there because I was that same thinking. That mindset kills your consistency. And this is what this is all about. High performers understand something important. Recovery, movement is still progress. And that right there was the shift that I needed in order to take this to the next level. You see, you might think about it like, oh no, but that's just walking. But that is where you are wrong, my brother. Your week might look like this. Look, this is just an example of week. I don't know. My splits are different, but it might look like this. And I'll give you a typical split of someone. Mondays, you can be hitting a strength training workout, right? Tuesdays, you could do some cardio. Wednesdays, you could go for a long walk. Thursdays, you can lift. Fridays, maybe you could do a bike ride. Saturdays, maybe you have a mobility workout, right? Sundays could be a recovery walk. But every day you move. And I'll just share with you my schedule right now. My schedule, now that I've stopped the cutting down weight because I was trying to cut down as much weight as I can until I was 40. Now I turned 40. Now I'm back on getting swole. I'm still going to keep my diet, but my main focus is on getting big and getting back into endurance training. The hybrid athlete approach, right? And so I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, strength training. And then the goal is to Fridays I swim. Saturdays I do a bike ride and a run. Typically like that. Not very long. Maybe like a 45-minute bike ride and maybe like a 45-minute run or something like that. And then Sundays I do a slow walk with my wife, 1 lap. Or typically also if I'm feeling really good, then Fridays I'll swim. Saturdays I'll do a long bike ride. And Sundays I'll do a 2-lapper, which is 6 miles or a 10K. And me doing that for long periods of time, for over 650 days now, I can tell you that moving every single day has been one of the biggest things that has transformed my life. Every day you move, brother. Not every day you destroy yourself. And that right there was the shift that helped me take this to the next level. Bro, because even a 30-minute walk improves your blood flow. Even a 30-minute walk improves your recovery. As a matter of fact, I've been learning a lot about this. And if, let's say you're running, like say you're running a marathon and you stop and you stop, right? You finish and you stop walking and you just throw yourself on the floor, your recovery is going to be impacted more than if you just continued walking and you recovered at a slow state of walk. Low pace recovery. Like it's different. It works. It's for real. And so that 30-minute walk can give you better blood flow. It can give you better recovery. It can even provide more mental clarity for you. It can help you burn fat. And so your days off become active recovery days instead of you just sitting on the fucking couch and not doing shit. Because that's what I used to do. Oh, it's the weekend. I went hard. I hit the gym hard for 3 days, maybe 4. And then the weekend comes and you fucking smash the diet. And then you smash everything. And you're just laying on the couch like a potato. You're not fucking doing everything. And then you just fucking killed all the work that you fucking did in the week. And then you never get anywhere. But when I made the shift and I said, every fucking day I move, no matter what, that starts just going on a trajectory. And I'm not saying that it's always upward. Yeah, you have your downwards. But if you zoom out and you look at the trend, I guarantee you that it's up. You see, the long-term stack effect is real, bro. And so, most people underestimate how powerful small daily habits are. They really do. Because they think of a large number, they think of a commitment. They're like, oh, when I talk about my thing, oh, I'm going for 1,000 days and I hit these tasks every single day. They're like, oh my God, there's so many things to do, and they overestimate it, and like they just don't realize the power of stacking daily wins. And that is where the magic is, in stacking the days, stacking the wins. Like, one walk doesn't change your life. But bro, if you walk every single day, and I did this, I could prove it, I have backing. One walk a night would not change my life. Around the block, 3 miles, so it takes about an hour. But I did that with my wife for a year straight. One walk a night, 1 hour a night with my wife for 365 days, and that did. That put us on the trajectory that we are. We started with walking, and then we evolved. I went from walking to doing triathlons, then to do powerlifting, and to do where I'm at. And now I'm a hybrid athlete, fucking killing the game. I feel like I'm at my best ever. I feel like I'm in my prime, and I feel like I'm just getting started. All because I adopted the mindset of showing every single fucking day. Showing up, no matter what. And so imagine 2 men, bro. Imagine it like this. You have man A. He works out intensely, bro. Hardcore, 3 times a week, but then skips the rest of the days. And then you have B, man B. He moves every single day. Maybe some days it's a walk. Maybe some days it's light stretching. Maybe some days it's a fucking powerlifting like the other guy. But he never breaks the fucking chain. I guarantee you, you put a year and timeline into those 2 men, and B will win every single time. Why? Because consistency compounds. So my brother, be honest with yourself. How many days last week did you actually move your body? Huh? And what would your life look like if movement became part of your daily standard? Think about that question here for a second. Like, be real with you, dog. No one is gonna know. Just go and record last week. How many days did you actually move? And what would your life look like if movement became part of your daily standard, bro? I slowed the pace down and I repeated that twice because it has literally transformed my life, and it has been the catalyst to everything else becoming better. So my challenge for you this week, dog, is to test something simple. It's just a little week challenge. Just try it for 7 days. 7 movements. It doesn't matter what it is. Lift, run, ride, walk, stretch. Just move, my brother, for 7 days straight. And watch how your body, and more so your mind, starts to change, starts to evolve. And over 7 days, it's actually a little small for you to actually really notice some improvements, but I promise you do that straight for 7 days, and you're gonna be like, I have a little more energy. I have a little more pep in my step. You do that for 30 days, you're gonna be feeling a little more. You do that for 100 days, you're gonna be feeling on fire. You do that for 200 days, you're feeling better. 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just feel my experience. I can only tell you from the experience that I'm living my life, and I'm 650 plus days into this. My life has been truly transformed. So, my brother, you eat every day. You breathe every day. So move every damn day too, bro. Because when you take care of the machine that carries us through life daily, then my brother, that machine will take us anywhere that we want to go. So keep the body moving, keep the engine running, and live your fucking life wide fucking open. Let's get this shit. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, claiming victory for every single wide open warrior that's out there. My brother, this is your wake-up call. Break the chains, step out of the average, and become that badass motherfucker that you were born to be. My brother, this Live Wide Open movement isn't just a podcast. It's a mission. that God has stamped in my heart, and helping you rise is the purpose I live for. So lock this shit in and hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And you have today's message and lit that fire in your chest. Don't you dare keep this shit to yourself. Fuel another brother. Send this shit to another motorhead. Send this shit to another gearhead. Send this shit to another warrior who's hungry for more. Because the truth of the matter is that building a better life for your family is non-negotiable. You got people who are depending on you. You've got a legacy to create. And those excuses that keep popping up in your mind, my brother, you know they'll never feed the fucking table. That's why it's time to get up. That's why it's time to lock in. And that's why it's time to get to fucking work, dog. This is your moment. This is your mission. This is your movement. And wide open is the fucking way. Let's go.